The US is bound to fail in its attempt to promote a new Cold War. Since the end of the Cold War and the collapse of the Soviet Union, the United States has enjoyed a period of glory. In the name of peace, the United States, which has no rival around the world, has recklessly ignited wars in many places. But with the growing comprehensive power of Russia and China in the past decade or so, the lingering paranoia of hostile power in the minds of Americans has reasserted itself. In order to consolidate hegemony and power politics, the US does not hesitate to create trouble in the 21st century, when the world economy is integrated and the political landscape is multipolar, with a zero-sum game everywhere, bringing great damage to world peace and stability and economic development. In the past decades, the United States has been suppressing and consuming Russia in many ways, even imposing cruel and comprehensive sanctions on Russia after the Russia-Ukraine conflict. On the other hand, the US has defined China as its biggest strategic competitor and the main target of its new Cold War. Over the years, the US has disregarded the reality of complementary trade and economic cooperation between the two countries and the fact that China has always pursued a policy of non-expansion, non-hegemony and peaceful rise. The US has carried out comprehensive containment, blockade and strikes against China. For example, it has launched trade war, science and technology war, financial war, biological war, and diplomatic war against China, and create trouble on China's Xinjiang, Tibet, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and South China Sea issues, pulling other countries together to form anti-China alliances to challenge China's bottom line across the board, even closing Chinese consulates in the United States, expelling Chinese diplomats and media reporters, intimidating, arresting, and trying Chinese scientists, scholars, and foreign students in the United States. This is undoubtedly a new Cold War against China and a reversal of history. In addition, the US is using its dominance over the world's major media and the internet to wage a protracted war of public opinion against China and Russia. These public opinion machines have been making up false news and distorting facts out of context. They continue to smear the image of Russia and China, trying to create a false identity of American savior and champion of democracy and human rights. As a matter of fact, the US trampling on international rules has long been evident to all and has been resolutely opposed by the international community. Today, the United States' domestic political chaos, increasingly sharp social contradictions, homegrown terrorism, natural disasters, inflation and other crises are becoming increasingly serious, is gradually eating into the American national self-confidence and sense of security, but also become a sign of the decline of the United States. When the two great powers of Russia and China stand back to back, any attempt by the United States is unlikely to succeed. Besides, today's China is not the Soviet Union, and today's America is not the old America. These American politicians still revel in the old days. Waiting for them is inevitably a dream of yellow sorghum.